Good morning. I just want to spend a couple minutes talking about the health literacy assignment, which is due by 11:59 on June 15th. We talked about this before, but I just want to go over the instructions again. So by now, you should have identified a healthcare issue that's prevalent within your community. You should have reviewed those health literacy guidelines. I believe they were in week 2. I still need to get the certificates that you've completed that health literacy training module. So you're going to be developing an informational brochure, educational brochure for consumers within the community. So whatever population you've identified that is appropriate for the issue that you've identified. Remember, you can focus on any aspect of this issue, or it can be very general in nature. I gave you, again, the example of eating a healthy diet might be an issue in an urban setting because there may be limited access to fresh produce. So you could do a brochure on the benefits of eating a heart-healthy diet, or select something more specific related to a heart issue and provide general medical information. Remember that you have to use the health literacy guidelines that were part of what was covered in class, and then also part of all of that information that I asked you to review. Has to be appropriate for the target population, and this is worth 10% of your final course grade. Now, this is just what the grading grid is going to be looking like. I will post this as a separate Word document as well, so you can know what you're going to be graded on. But just to talk about it for a second, you're going to be graded on finding that identified issue. Is it appropriate for the target community? Is it a healthcare issue? That's going to be worth 10 points. Focusing on the health literacy guideline of identifying an audience, identifying appropriate audience that you've targeted, that's worth 5 points. So just finding some audience that any particular issue. You'll see that the bulk of your points are going to be in the health literacy guidelines writing for your audience. So you want to be using language that is appropriate for the intended audience. You're at the appropriate literacy level for the average adult. Think about things like, is it an active voice? Are you using simple verbs? Are you using must when it's something that they must do? Have you minimized jargon? Are you consistent? Have you used things like lists and examples to provide clarity? So review that writing for your audience in the plain language legislation and see what should be included there. And those are the guidelines you want to focus on for this section. Also, the health literacy guideline of organization. Is it organized to meet the reader's needs? So have you done things like used headings, have short sections, etc.? So review those guidelines as well. You'll see that's worth 20 points. The writing section was worth 45 points. Is it aesthetically pleasing? So, I'm not looking for just words on a page, because again, that's not going to be attractive or appealing to your target audience. So it should be attractive, shouldn't be overly busy. That's worth 10 points. And then professionalism. Are there, typos? Do you have grammatical errors? Are there spelling errors, etc.? That's a total of 10 points. This should be very professional, because the idea here is that it would be a brochure that's going out to the public. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to run any of your topics by me, you know how to reach me. You can text, you can send an email, whatever it is. I'm here if you need anything or if you have any questions. Have a great day.